So, first up, Jesse, this is your book, as I said before, Task Force Z
Yeah.
or Task Force Z. This was issue 3. Deadshot's back. Emphasis on the dead.
Yes. So this is not last week. This is, I think, a month ago, maybe a little bit longer than a month
Yep.
ago. But I remember we talked about it when it first came out, and I brought up a point, and I want to circle back and mention that. So number 3 takes place right after Jason Todd has been shot by Deadshot.
Mm-hmm.
They went to find Deadshot, and they have this magic pill. It's called Lazarus resin. So if you put the pill in a dead person's mouth, they will come back to life. So they get word of where Deadshot has been buried. They go there. They put the pill in his mouth, and Deadshot, being Deadshot, shoots first, asks questions later. He shoots Jason Todd, and Jason Todd doesn't make it. Jason Todd dies on the bed, which, if you're a fan of Jason Todd, you know this isn't the first time he's died. How many times has he died? 2, 3, 4? I can't remember. It seems like every story arc he dies and comes
Yeah.
back. So he dies, and the lab that the Task Force Z is working out of decides to inject him with a large dose of Lazarus resin, and it brings him back. So the lab didn't know about this at first, but they doing research and they discovered that the more resin they take, the more they come back. So if you take 100 pills, you'll come back to life and you'll be fine. It's like the Lazarus pit. You throw them in the
Yep.
Lazarus pit, they come back to life.
Like
So
Ra's al Ghul, yeah.
so they've kind of been microdosing them, so they're zombies, so they'll listen to people, because the Task Force Z is all villains. Jason Todd's in charge, so they're microdosing them to bring them back, so they'll obey, but they won't have a mind of their own. Um, Next slide here. So they get hook up. They get a line on where the next Lazarus resin is going to be, and they go there because they're not actually developing it. They're finding it. They're testing it. Yada yada yada. So they get to the shipment, and there's Cheshire, the poisonous assassin, right? That's her name, Cheshire. They get there. She's there. It's actually a booby trap the whole time. They get into a big fight. She poisons everybody, and Jason, being Jason, has being leader of the team, has a satchel full of Lazarus resin just in case they need it. And he pulls one out of his pocket here and throws it at Bane. Bane gets a mouthful of Lazarus resin pills and comes back to life. Now, do you remember when we talked about this book originally? What was it? Maybe 4 months last year sometime? I said I don't know how Jason Todd is working with Bane, right? Jason Todd used it to his advantage. He brought Bane back to life and said, "Do you know why I brought you back to life? I just want one word." And Bane says, "Alfred." And then Jason Todd kicks him off a skyscraper to his death. Right? So I remember saying vividly, I don't know how Jason Todd is working with the person that killed his grandfather, his father figure. And he used it the whole time to get his revenge. So that was, I really got enjoyment out of that because I was questioning that the whole time. And I like how they looped back and brought it in. And now Bane's off the team. So that was near the end of the issue. Jason Todd finds out who Crispin, the Amanda Waller of the team, is, and he goes to where he's located. And do you want to guess who it is? I can't hear you. I think you're muted.
I don't think I can guess.
Just take a random guess. It's probably a Batman villain because everything's Batman at DC.
Everything's Batman related. So who could this guy be? He's got to be somebody who's connected and
I'll give you 2 guesses. One without any clues, and then I'll give you one with a clue.
wow. Who could this guy be? A Batman villain?
Batman villain.
Not Black Mask. Black Mask doesn't have the resources for this.
So your clue is in the name Crispin.
Crispin. I'm drawing a blank, my friend.
It is no other than Two-Face. Get it,
Two?
Crispin? Half his face is crisp.
Half his face is crispy. Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. That is
So the current issue is number 4, and that just came out this week. And great read, great read. If you like Batman, if you like Red Hood, it's great. There's a big rogues gallery of sidekicks that he's got. Mr. Bloom, which we haven't seen in forever. Who else is it? Bane not in there anymore. We got Deadshot. Just a great story. If you like zombies, it's right up your alley as well.
very cool. As always, thank you for tuning in and continue to check us out. Heroes World online. That is where you're going to find us. All kinds of content. And remember, please, if you can, like, subscribe, tell a friend, help us spread the word.